generally, it's my sense that we deceive ourselves because, well, a classical Buddhism would just say because we want something. We're also afraid of things. We have our feeling for what we want, that's desire. We have our sense of what's right. If you're living in America, you think one thing is right. If you're living in China, you think an opposite thing might be right. And we hold our beliefs and we really believe them. But do we know for sure? And how do we know? So again, what we call it practice because it's actual doing. It's not thinking. So even when we're using Buddhist texts, as a Zen practitioner, the texts are there to open us up. They're not to understand a certain viewpoint and mimic that viewpoint. So we have this simple phrase, it's in the morning bell chant, and it's a summation of 1,200 pages of the Avatamsaka Sutra into 2 lines. And the lines go, if you want to understand the ways of the Buddhas of the past, present, and future, you must understand that everything is created by mind alone. Sometimes the Avatamsaka Sutra is called the Huayan Sutra, that's Chinese. And Huayan practice is practicing with mind makes everything. So we can understand that mind makes everything, and that's helpful. But as Stephen said, it doesn't stop us from deceiving ourselves and making something. One more step is necessary. When we ask, what am I? What is this? What are we paying attention to? If we're doing our sitting practice and we're raising this question, what am I? What are we supposed to pay attention to? Well, we can start with our experience in this very moment. Not the experience we want, not the experience we think we're supposed to have, but just now, what is it? So when we're sitting, what do we have to look at? We have to look at sensations in our bodies. We have to look at our cognitions. What is it that's floating across the screen? Everybody's different. Some people are more prone towards imagery. So in your meditation, you will be having all sorts of images arise in your mind. How aware are you of those images? And I'm not suggesting that you think about them. I'm suggesting you observe them and note them. Practice is an activity. It's not a concept. It's not an idea that I can understand. The understanding may help some. But practice is action. Practice is an alive beingness. Whether it's bowing, chanting, sitting, talking, interviews, or just living. As a Zen practitioner, we're honing our ability to simultaneously be completely involved and completely aware of what we're doing. So if you want to allow your Zen practice to flower, you have to do it. That's why we have a schedule at the Zen Center. That's why we provide practice opportunities almost every day. That's why we have a meditation retreat most every month, because we always have to come back to it. Doing it yesterday doesn't help. Right now. What are we doing right now?